already a deer and beast.
Gods, what a mess.
Ondra, protect my husband on this journey back to Adir.
Helia, goddess of birds and...
Don't forget to dust your shoes off.
Oh my, merciful gods! You're the inspiration I've been looking for. Please, allow me to memorize your sacred features. Let me burn them into my unworthy eyes and dash them upon the canvas. Yes. Yes! Oh, I came on too strongly, didn't I? Oh, ruined the painting I haven't even started. Curse me for a fool. Helia blessed me with the gift of artistic expression, but that's no excuse for rudeness. Oh, please, accept my apology.
Just relax a hair. You're scaring the children.
Brood. I was going to warn you not to trip over yourself.
I can paint a grotesque beauty or a beautiful grotesquerie, and yet there is little beauty to be found in these dark times. Of course you're right. And if I need to brave the unknown, sacrificing my life to the quest, so be it. Farewell, my friend.
Well, he seemed nice.
Paradis just wouldn't be Paradis without people like him.
I don't like how cozy the Clavigers got into the Adirians. That High Inquisitor especially bothers me.
It's her eyes that give me the spooks. Looks like they can see into my soul.
They might just. You know the Steel Garrote are solely devoted to Warwick Light. One step out of line.
And what?
Well, I don't know. None of the exile.
The Claviger took good care of us. Always paid on time.
New weapon!
glorious battle.
There's a shrine over there, to Woodica, if I remember correctly.
If anyone can get away with looting a temple, it's a Aelfyr.
There's almost always something worth finding in ruins like these. If, that's what you're looking for. I'm not one for walking up to altars. Maybe leave this one alone.
We have been here before. Does the new earth settle beneath your feet? Dried blood on a blade, a relic of a battle fought and lost, a way of life transplanted. Now our memory is a wound, reopened. For generations, the Akita wandered the land, seeds in the wind. A storm had tossed them to our shores. They were branches without roots. Then you, Kishimal, were born with our face. Our flowers bloomed in your hair. Your people saw a sign of greatness. You were chosen, deserving. They would demand that you earn it. The elders trained you not as a child, but as a paragon. They expected everything. They forgave nothing. The responsibility was like a stone. Help us remember, Kishimal. How did you bear the weight? Your defiance inspired others to seek new traditions, new ideas. The more that you resisted your calling, the more you fulfilled it. When you came of age, turmoil stirred. Lightning split the bark. Some tired of their exile. They wanted to return to their ancestral lands. Generations had passed, and the land around you was still wild. A bud opened. A comet streaked across the sky. You had a vision. You dreamed of a city where the sea swept into the wood, a place to flourish, to gather, more than a settlement, a home. What did you envision in your fitful sleep, Kishimal? The Akita could not remain isolated if they were to thrive. They needed to open their arms to each other, and to outsiders as well. So the carpenters and masons set out, but we resisted them. What was a wall to a trailing vine, an arch to a mighty oak? Their fate was fragile. Nothing could stand in your way. Not even us. Months became years, and the people stood in awe of what they built. It eclipsed the lands of their ancestors. Its spires challenged the clouds. How did you feel as you gazed upon your masterwork? Your greatest trial awaited you. The people reasoned that the one who had built the city should lead it. A chorus of their voices joined in one. Another wait. Some claimed that this was the destiny your birth foretold. Tell us, Kishimal, how did you lead? No one would govern you but yourself. We should like that to be our way. Your will was iron. In time, your people feared opposing you. They wondered whether so much power should fall upon one head. So your reign passed, a year into an age. The seas rose and fell until one day. Nothing. Silence. We see ash. Devastation. A lifetime reduced to dust. We can remember no more, no matter how far we reach back. It is fruitless, a void, a tremor in the Ondra. Perhaps it should not be known. Yet one shape shines through the canopy of our memory. A face amid the rubble. You, Kishimo. What became of you? Your people did not search for you. Your absence was a gift. But your empty throne loomed large. They had not learned to lead themselves. As they looked to the future with uneasy eyes, we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Envoy. Voy. Oh, gods. Thought maybe we'd lost you for a minute there. You are here, right?
Well met. Feel free to partake of Wodika's favor. Welcome. Please stay a while. May the Burned Queen watch over you.
You had me at welcome and lost me at Burned Queen.
Pray, she never hears you. Wodika forgets little. Come to pay your respects at the shrine, envoy? Only that the Living Lands has no idea how to honor Wodika with proper respect. Just look at the state of this shrine.
At ease, soldier. You Adiran sure do take these things seriously.
One cannot take the sacred for granted. One of Wodeka's own totems sits at this shrine, a true rarity. Totems like these are relics from a bygone era. There are legends about how the gods imbued them with their own essence. Can you imagine holding something like this in your hands? Alas, this one is a fragment of what it once was. What I would give to see what power it held. Not much, I'm afraid. All I can tell you is that it's very old. I suspect it was built for a different purpose before it became a shrine to Wodeka. Wodeka's wisdom will prevail. She'll reveal the way forward. Painstakingly. We don't have the right materials to rebuild the shrine, so we have to make do.
Nice work. It even smells better here.
I've asked for more supplies. Hopefully the Quartermaster won't be foolish enough to refuse. The Burned Queen deserves everything from us. The sky, and the land, and the heads of her enemies. The others betrayed her. They cast the Queen out. But it doesn't matter. She will prevail in the end. Fuck Margaret for burning her. Fuck Abidon for building the machines that powered Margaret's treachery. I have more patience for the two gods of death, Bereth and Rimagand. I merely tolerate Wal and Scan. And I'm profoundly uninterested in Eothas. Apologies. I suppose I have strong opinions on the gods, particularly those that cross the Burned Queen. I don't know. I've been wondering that since you approached me. Your features are unique. If you're fortunate, perhaps you'll be revealed as a godlike of the Burned Queen. A blessing indeed. Of course. I consider myself a self-taught scholar of all the gods, though I am partial to one. Eothas rules over light and hope and redemption and all such things. He allegedly died, but then rose again in the Deadfire Archipelago. They also say that long ago, a farmer by the name of Widewind claimed to be a vessel of Eothas, and went on a rampage across the Eastern Reach. Frivolous idiocy as far as I'm concerned. Calls himself a god of crafting, but Abidon is just a sniveling idiot who serves Margaret, creating weapons for her campaigns. I don't understand how he could bow his head to that traitor. Ah, you'd think so. Bereth is the one who determines who lives and dies, ruling over the paths that the dead walk to their next lives. But Rimagand rules over the act of death itself. He is famine, and he is loss, bad luck on a winter road. Very different aspects of the same universal end. Yes, a god of resentment, and secret hatreds, and violent rebellions. Sometimes, his followers mutilate themselves so he can possess them, transforming them into killing machines that die when the slaughter is done. Calls himself a god of crafting, but Abidon is just a sniveling idiot who serves... I don't understand how he could bow his... Margaret is a traitor. Instead of bowing her head, Margaret burned Wodeka. Yet her followers claim she's not a god of battle lust, that she instead embodies military excellence and discipline. Ha! If she were either of such things, the act of worshipping her wouldn't be so persecuted in Rayed Ceres. I'm not surprised. Wal is the god of secrets and revelations. Their worshippers have probably rambled incoherently at you about one thing or another at some point. It's tiresome. Of course. Goodbye. Wait! You have an important mission, Envoy. Before you go, take the totem on the altar with you. I feel you should have it. Perhaps it will grant you the Burned Queen's grace on your journey. I will await its return.
Bet that was part of something once.
Careful. There's nothing more dangerous out here than taking a moment to relax.
Let me catch my breath. Another win, but who's counting?
Not sure who lived here before. Looks like something you'd see in Emerald Stair.
You're mine now.
With all due respect, Captain, you have no jurisdiction over the Paradis Militia.
This building is Aediran property. Your people have no business being here.
I understand that, but you can't just march up to the gate and order my soldiers around.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. I'm glad to see His Majesty is sending more Aedirans to settle this untamed land. I am Aelfyr, a captain in the Steel Garrote under Inquisitor Ludwine. The honor is mine, envoy, though I wish we could have met under more pleasant circumstances. This sergeant of the Paradis Militia refuses to discipline his people about lingering near our headquarters. A less charitable woman might suppose that their loitering is intended to aggravate us.
Be reasonable. My militia need to pass this way to go to and from the East Gate. What are they supposed to do? Walk all the way down to the market entrance just to make you feel better? Look, none of us are professional soldiers. We're militia. We all have other jobs to get back to. Of course, we'll stop to have a drink and a laugh with our friends on our way to and from the gate. If the Steel Garrote want to look down their noses at us for our lack of discipline, that's fine. Just stop complaining that we don't take everything as seriously as you joyless lot!
See? This is what I'm talking about. Antagonism, plain and simple.
Fine. But I wish you people would be less uptight about all this.
I suppose that is resolution enough. Thank you, envoy.
This is one of the few towns where it's almost safe to relax.
A drop, dear citizens. A drop is all it takes to protect yourself against the wretched soul plague.
If you're looking to celebrate water, I'd suggest the bathhouse. Wouldn't think assassins would be hiding out in a temple, but what do I know?
Welcome to the temple. Hail and well met. The Temple of Ondra is open to all. Oh, you must be the Aediran envoy. How wonderful to meet a godlike in our holy sanctum. I take it you're here on official business. Only rumors, of course. People say they're outlaws blending in with honest citizens, killers and cutpurses of the lowest sort. But why ask me about the... Wait, you're not implying that I'm involved with that lot, are you? Imagine me in league with political rebels. This has exhausted my patience. A temple is no place for an interrogation. My people know what Ludwine does with her prisoners. How she toys with her food.
Your people, huh?
Let's be clear. I've done nothing wrong, and all you have are baseless accusations. Now I'm afraid the temple is closed to you, envoy. I trust you can see yourself out? Shit. Let me guess. He wrote it all down? The Claviger was far too trusting. Probably what got him killed. All right. If you're willing to listen, then I'm willing to talk.
Nice work, Envoy.
Yes, I'm with the Resistance. We have a responsibility to defy your empire, to protect our way of life. For some of us, that means hiding in plain sight, passing messages between contacts, playing a role. For others, it's kill or be killed. Ask me anything you like, but be warned, you aren't ready for the answers. None of them are the Emperor's plaything. You must be special, and not in a good way. To be left alone. Paradis was fine without Adir. Your empire inserted itself where there was no need. You've impoverished us, turned my brothers and sisters into beggars, squatting outside our own city walls. Ygwulf, a powerful man, but not in the way Adir understands power. When he knocks an arrow, the gods hold their breath. If you think you can reason with him, don't bother. You have nothing he wants. I have nothing more to say to you. If you're so eager to die again, the one you want is downstairs in the Cistern, no doubt sharpening his blade. The door is on the wall to your left. And why would I do something idiotic like that? You see everything at its worst. Gods, just look at what the Empire has done to you. Fine. I'll contact the embassy myself. Maybe this doesn't have to be the end. Take the door into the Cistern. Your killer awaits you.
Stale air, thick darkness, and a smell that peels your eyes back. Reminds me of home.
No, I just skipped a bath.
Rebels ahead. Stay alert.
Show yourself!
Oh, no, you don't! One moment.
These people aren't trained assassins. They're just regular people with weapons.
They're trying to kill us. What else do you need to know?
Watch out. Pressure plates on the floor. Coming in hot. Take your best shot. Here we go. That's all of them.
You know what that web means. Be ready.
More Blessed spiders. Fui-tu meio. Here it comes. Stand back. One moment. Stay. What about these spiders? Are they threatening enough for you?
The spiders are just trying to survive. Maybe these people are too.
Gods, not this sucker again.
I sense a Marius lecture coming. That key opens the big double doors we saw on the way here.
Remember that time in Emerald Stair? You let that thief take all our supplies.
He was starving. I wasn't gonna kill a man over a few rations.
We needed the supplies. We almost died without them.
True.
You let your heart get in the way of your survival.
When did you become a poet?
Just blessed day now. Like it?
Still needs work.
Would you waste time building a deadly trap when a simple no entry sign would suffice?
Some people have way too much time.
There, hold it.
Good fight. Over there, the lever. Probably disables the blades, for all the good it does from here.
Not getting away! After them!
Right behind you. Didn't think that one through, did he?
You're still mad about that thief, but we made it back to town, even without our supplies.
Not the blessed 8 point. You see a threat, you stop that threat. You don't give it your rations.
You think everyone's out to get you. This is why you don't have more friends.
Eyes open.
The envoy's here.
Need a minute.
Go on.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
So, would you have killed that thief for taking our stuff?
Someone's up.
I heard sound.
Get down. I would have sent that thief on his way, without our blessed day supplies.
Then he would have died.
How do you know? We didn't.
Unseen, unheard. Get ready. My money says our assassin's on the other side of that door.
So it is true. You're alive. You're truly alive.
Spoken like an assassin who's confident in his work.
How could this be? I killed you. The gods had something else in mind for you. Stay your weapon, please. Hear me. Let me speak for Paradis. Then you can decide if we part as friend or as foe. I can't give you reason, only faith.
Well, this should be good.
Envoy, I killed you because the people of Paradis have suffered under the boot of Adir. I wasn't sure. I knew I needed to do something. And when your face appeared to me in a dream, I believed I received a vision. Your face was as clear in my mind as it appears to me now. You were standing under the sign of Adir. Your feet became roots and reached deep into the soil, wrapping round Ardra in the darkness. Dreams, visions, they can be confusing things. I took the vision as a call to kill you in the hopes that I might stop Adir from conquering this land. No. The gods spared you for a reason. And I have faith in the gods. I cannot imagine what the gods want for us, but you are at the center of it. The proof stands before me.
There's definitely something. It's written all over your face.
The only thing standing before us is a bunch of well-armed people. Let's take this slow. No sudden movements.
The gods aren't finished with you yet. Perhaps this was what the vision meant for me to do all along. Maybe the gods wanted us to meet in this way. Who can say? I hope you do better things with this knowledge than I did. You have me cornered, but I will not hesitate to defend myself. Cowardice is not our way. My fate is in your hands. Do with it what you will.
Normally, I'd say if someone tries to kill you once, don't give them a chance to do it again. But I think he's actually come around to something. It's rare to see a real change of heart. Rarer still to have the opportunity to give someone a second chance. Don't squander it.
If you spare him, he'll just kill you again. I doubt you'll get a second chance. Not a huge fan of cold-blooded murder. We survive by removing threats, and this guy is a threat.
If you're guided by the hearts of your companions, then they too serve the gods. Your Inquisitor Lodwyn doesn't know the meaning of mercy. But if that is the fate you want for me, then it is the will of the gods that I stand trial for my crimes. You mean it? You have no thirst for vengeance, no righteous desire for justice.
Not the path I'd take. But hey, I only get to die once.
You're really letting us go? At least we agree on that much. Thank you, Envoy. If our paths are meant to cross again, let it be in peace.
Big mistake, Envoy. He killed you once. He'll do it again.
When a warrior acts with honor, we mark the occasion with a gift, and in my case, an apology. Please, accept both.
Free. The hair forgives. The tide ends on the placid shore. We learn. We twine.
You know, it's harder to keep you alive if you keep setting free all the people who want to kill you.
Relax, Marius. If he wanted the envoy dead, I doubt he'd send us away with presents. Impressive? I'm starting to see why your Emperor trusts you.
Don't bother going back the way you came. Between the pillars to the right of the stairs. That's your number. One more thing. Thanks. We were wrong about you.
How do we know this envoy isn't going to stab us?
They're true to their word, usually to a fault.
What about the Inquisitor? You really think she backed out?
Oh, she's gonna kill us. I will give her a chase she wants.
Forget your mercy.
Hopefully you made an ally here today, Envoy.
We'll definitely see them again. You all but guaranteed that.
Unfortunately, I don't think your friends at the embassy will be happy about this.
I never really expect them to be happy about anything. I have some thoughts, Envoy. Let's talk about it in camp.
check in before you can... Ah, never mind.
This is where people go to buy stuff. That's Sanza's shop. Might be worth taking a look.
Welcome, welcome! I was hoping you would drop in. You're back! What have you found? I warned Kirmund about those Zaribs. It was Zaribs, wasn't it? Oh, on second thought, don't tell me. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon. Have you been to the bathhouse? I'm too busy myself, but I'm told it's a taste of old Spirento. You're back! What have you found?
Note the graffiti on the wall. You don't always want to follow it.
Ah, a seeker of mysteries. Welcome. You are among friends. Please, close the door behind you.
I don't like how those militia folks look at you.
Mysterious well. Unlock these lands unto me. Thank you. Provide us with the knowledge our healers seek to heal the wounds of this new land. Its poisons and thorns are sharp and deadly.
Phew. Am I the only one who gets the vricus from that mural?
Keep those secrets you will, but grant us the keys to unlock them ourselves. We beg. May your eyes see all.
The Adherents have come quietly. They will not take us by force, but with rules and charters. They will steal our city from underneath our feet.
Down with Addy!
Stand against tyranny!
The gods will make them pay!
You, Adherin! You herald the end of our way of life! You are a scourge upon our city! The citizens of Paradis have come to hear the truth. They need to know what will befall us if we do not deal with you. You may lie to me, but you cannot lie to all of these people. You only take what power we give you. Wait, stop! I wasn't finished! Ravager Aemond allowed these interlopers onto our streets. And where did it get him? Slain! Murdered!
Paradis will never bow to a deer!
They will never take our home!
Envoy's here. Envoy. Get him. I've got your back.
Let's see what you got.
Let me catch my breath.
Right behind you. Hold on a moment.
Left leg.
Glad that's over.
O great queen that was, have your sway over this new land. May you bring righteousness and justice to these shores and these people. Grant them your justice and vision to enact such laws as may befit a great civilization, and punish those who oppose you. We seek your leadership here, O queen, and your guidance. Envoy, we're going to do great things here. Envoy, we're going to do great things here.
Envoy?
Welcome, Envoy. You look well. Need something? They call them the Living Lands, but things die a lot around here.
What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius. Hey, you got something on your mind? Something you want to talk about?
See? You're doing it now.
Well, now you're being funny.
Oh, gods. I'm just making it worse.
Not everyone warrants an assassination attempt, you know. You should be flattered. Good thing you rectified that for him. Though you really had him at a loss when you let him go. Me too, for that matter. Don't get me wrong, I'm impressed. Not many in your position would have let him walk away. I think the Living Lands has a way of wringing the tenderness out of those who survive it. Even though most of us come here looking for a second chance, it's rare that we offer one. Why'd you do it? Clever. Though I'm afraid he'll scurry off before you can learn much. I'm afraid we haven't seen the last of this conflict, though. Ygwulf isn't the only hothead in the Living Lands, and he's certainly not the only one with his hackles up about all you Adira newcomers. And Ludwine and the Steel Garrote are only making matters worse. They're a match to a powder keg. Your ambassador and the rest of the Adiran forces have been dragging the frontier, kicking and screaming towards order and civilization. All the things that half of us moved here to escape. Then, one day, Ludwine and the Steel Garrote show up to reinforce the Adiran presence, and they're as harsh as Woedica herself. Could be both. It remains to be seen whether Ambassador Hilgard and Ludwine are rowing in the same direction. But I fear there's trouble on the horizon, especially if the Steel Garrote's tactics win out. Nice to know I'm in good company. Except it's more than your head on the chopping block. I promise someone I'd do my part to look after all of us riffraff who've made a home here. My best chance of doing that is helping you investigate this plague and keep a lid on tensions. And, hopefully, fend off any future assassination attempts. The feeling's mutual. It's nice to share a campfire again. I think that's enough doom and gloom for one night, don't you? Sleep easy, Envoy. As best you can. Rebellion's more like our natural state of being in the Living Lands. People on the island don't much like being told what to do. In fact, many come here specifically for that reason. Paradis used to be a lot more violent. Now, bandits like the Sparrowhawks at least have to limit their activities. Of course, that change has come thanks to Ambassador Hilgard's Adiran troops. And the Steel Garrote. Ludwine and her paladins have been busy in the hinterlands. It's all rumor and speculation, but I don't think they're making your cause any friends. I don't like to gossip.
Since when?
Okay, I like fun gossip.
They say she's hunting down so-called agitators, flattening entire settlements that stand in her way. Of course, all the news reaching Paradis is jumbled together. Stories about the Dream Scourge, the Steel Garrote, and the weird happenings that are almost commonplace around here. So it's hard to say what's true. If they're here under your banner, people will see their actions as representing you. I think you're right. I don't know that these rebels are all that organized yet. But where there's foam, there's rocks, as the saying goes. My favorite subject. I'm well past seconds myself, if we're counting. Even decent people make mistakes, and the rest of us can grow, with a little time and grace. Even if it weren't, I'd rather be wrong than cynical. Anyway, if this place can't give us misfits and screw-ups a second chance, what hope do we have? What do you want to know? Shoot. You're asking me? I'm not much of a gossip. Okay, who do you want to know about? Long enough that he's got a good roster of stories about my blunders in the wilds, which he'll remind us of constantly. He's got a soft heart under that gruff exterior. He feels things more deeply than he lets on, so if he burns the stew one evening, maybe don't mention it. Give him time, and don't rush the process. Think of him like a skittish little cub. He just needs to get used to you, but he'll come around once he does. Definitely don't tell him I said that. Okay, but only if you let me turn that question around once I've answered you. I think you've been trusted with a nearly impossible task. When we first met, I thought that was because you made some powerful enemies back home. But as I've gotten to know you, I think that if anyone can stop the Dream Scourge, it's you. At the end of the day, I'm proud to fight alongside you. And there you have it. Your turn now. Thanks. We've all got to be able to enjoy a little peace at camp, right? Sure. What do you want to know? Should I break out the booze? You've heard everything I have to say about our crew. What do you want to know? Ask away. What do you want to know? Enjoy the ocean breeze while we're here.
It's not every day you get to deal with the person who killed you. And since you set them free, you get to deal with them again sometime in the future. Putting trust in the gods is like wearing a blindfold in a dark room. You can't see, but there wasn't any light anyway. Anyway, it doesn't matter what I think. You found the assassin, and you're still alive, which means well done, Marius. Anyway. Right. What do you want to know? Huh. Heard an envoy from Adir showed up and got himself killed. Other than that, nothing. Honestly, I don't listen out for gossip much. I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. Normally you look for some shelter first. Cut down a few small trees, gather moss to keep the wind out. Nothing too elaborate. With so little tree cover, you want to keep moving. The reeds near the coast make great fibers for rope, so you can lash branches together and make a decent roof. Of course, we're always moving, so we just make a quick camp and carry on. So you don't have to worry about all that. Word is the hunting in the Strangleroot has been a lot better since someone cleared out the diseased bear that lived out there. I never hunt out there, but a lot of people owe someone a word of thanks and a half a jug of Wodak. That was you. Gods, you should have led with that information. Actually, better keep it to yourself. You don't want thump-chested Nimdudes coming after you like the ones who come after me. Lovely place, as the Living Lands goes. I advise most people to stay around here if they're looking to settle. Paradis isn't the safest place in the world, but it is the safest place in the lands. Walls and guards go a long way out here. Other than that, you've got bits of forest, grasslands, some caves, cliffs, and all sorts of things to get you into trouble. This is the easiest place to survive in the Living Lands. Enjoy it while it lasts. Right. Good talk.
Look, Marius, if you ever want to talk about anything, you know I'm here, right?
Right. Appreciate that, but I'm all right.
If you ever change your mind, the offer stands.
Okay, Amakul. I'll keep that in mind.
Haze, mirrors, we have touched something like your dreams before. Our roots entwine, but we cannot linger here long. We must know. A killer freed, a predator returned to the woods. You bled and forgave. Why? Should he not suffer for your pain? Compassion for the snake. He killed our beloved. Our weeds tangled. This is not our way. A dam broke. We wept in the dark when your soul slipped away. We feared for you, felt your agony. We could not forgive. We bide our time. We wait. Wake now. We have tending to do.
at it!
We can turn back at any moment. Nothing of value would be lost.
What's gotten into you? I've seen you enter an ogre's den with less reluctance.
That wasn't me. It was. How am I ever supposed to return to the farm? Be careful, godlike. Runyd has such power. God, such terrifying power. Oh, she told me such terrible things. I was a wicked person in my last life. Evil to the core. So many dead. By my hands. Well, I thought so too, but the things she told me, she couldn't have known them. No. It was real. Look, I just want to go back home. To the farm. How can I possibly face anyone now? Knowing what I know. I keep telling myself that that person, that murderer isn't me, but they were. They are. You really think someone with a tainted soul can do that? I hope you're right. Thank you, godlike. You've given me much to think on. Oh, make sure to toss a coin into the pond behind the Watcher's home after your reading. Why, it's tradition. Runyd doesn't accept payment for her readings. So this is what people do.
I don't accept payment for my advice either. You can just throw your coins at my feet.
What you do is your decision, but you have been warned. Not to her at your own risk.
Step closer, godlike.
If it is a watcher you seek, then a watcher you have found.
She's accurate so far.
Why have you come to me, godlike? The echo of a past life, mayhaps. Common enough for one who has so recently died.
Word travels fast.
Let's have a look at you then. You who came to these shores on a royal errand. You who have died and returned. To open the door to your soul, we must first open a door to your mind. Now repeat after me. I stand on the shore between here and beyond. Very good. Spoken with conviction. I dip my toe into bottomless depths. The lake is a mirror. The mirror is a door. And the door stands open. Naturally. Some watchers see through madness, others through instinct, and some, like me, through ritual. The words are merely a key. Turn them in any direction you like.
A door? A garden gate?
Impossible. Someone is here with us? How? Who are you? What are you? Show me what you are.
A hand knocks on our bark. Do we answer? How can they see?
What is this I hear? Old and forgotten. Echoes of echoes. An uninvited passenger?
Now she's hearing voices. Great. Is that gonna cost us extra or something?
Curious. Something clings to your soul, felt but unseen.
Voices, echoes in the placid lake. Shelter the seed from winter. Who reaches for our bars? Who speaks?
Enough! I have seen into your soul, and hereby close that which was open. The door is shut, the reading finished. Well, that was truly unexpected. Only echoes, the whisper of a crying child, an animal pacing its cage. I am pleased to report I made contact with your soul, and then with something I cannot name. First, the good news. Not only is your soul healthy, it is strong, powerful. Strange for one who so recently died. Death leaves a scar, but you are unmarked. Instead of passing through the beyond, your soul was nurtured, protected, caged.
Soft. The shell cushions the egg.
You only live because someone would not permit you to die. But I wonder, who? There are limits to my sight, Envoy. It has been years since I met a godlike. Their souls have a sonorous quality, like the music of a bell. A godlike soul sings together with the god that has claimed them, made them their own. It gives them power. Your soul, it has no chime. In its place, a thorn jabs at your essence, working its way to the surface. I told you the good news. Now comes the bad, or the unusual. When you came into this life, a thorn pierced the fabric of your soul, and your soul grew around it, trapping and embracing the invader. A godlike's time is a gift, a blessing. But a godlike's thorn? That may be a curse. I cannot say. The gods must answer for their actions. We know that a god touched you at birth, but which one and why? They always signed their work, and none of them lay claim to you. Disturbing. Terrible. There are so few godlike remaining, and you are a stranger even among your own kind. Forward. Whatever you choose to believe in, be it fate, the gods, or your own nature, it will point you the way. I wish I could tell you that everything will work out in your favor, but the wheel turns by a merciless hand. One word of advice. When you find a pillar of Ondra, commune with it. Ondra has a strong link to the beyond. Ondra holds the path between this life and the next, a conduit for souls all around Eora. Through Ondra, a soul may find its way back to the wheel, to be born again. But the Ondra here, in the living lands, is different, insular. It connects only to itself, twisting vines, essence warping into essence. A lost soul, perhaps, wandering and in search of some connection from afar. When you find Ondra, commune with it. Take heed of its lesson. Ondra may pave your road to the truth, or it may lead to a dead end. But the journey will teach you. That I promise. Before we close, have you any final questions? Marius, I see terrible pain and the strength of will it takes to conceal it. I see jagged, self-inflicted scars.
Right. I could see that too if I don't get out of here soon.
Kai, your soul is heavy, burdened, yet something is missing. Something not easily replaced.
Hey, we don't need to make this all about me.
As you understand the word, yes. You fell into death, and a guiding hand lifted you back onto your feet.
That guiding hand, whatever it is, must be what brought you back to life at Liviana's.
Your soul is healthy, but it is also a mystery beyond my sight. For us both, I assure you.
Glad someone got something out of this.
Safe travels, godlike, and thank you for the glimpse at your wonderful soul. I will pray that your next turning of the wheel is uneventful. Until then, you are bound to live a rich and complicated life.
Did you get any of that? That just sounded like a hot breeze to me.
This kind of thing makes my skin prickle. Let's get out of here.
She gave you some good news.
The Clavager took good care of us. Always paid on time.